Commanders stun resting Eagles as Philadelphia's backup plan backfires. Philadelphia, in a regular season finale that prioritizes health over momentum, the Philadelphia Eagles' decision to rest their stars came with a steep price. Despite having a shot at the NFC's number 2 seed, the Eagles fell 24-17 to the Washington Commanders on Sunday at Lincoln Financial Field, locking themselves into the number 3 seed and a wild card date with the San Francisco 49ers. With stars Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, and A.J. Brown watching from the sidelines, head coach Nick Sirianni handed the keys to backup quarterback Tanner McKee. While the move ensured the Eagles will enter the postseason healthy, the lack of late-game execution by the second stringers allowed the Commanders, 5-12, to play spoiler. Early spark, late collapse. The Eagles, 11-6, appeared to be in control early. Tanner McKee found tight end Grant Calcaterra for a 15-yard touchdown in the second quarter to open the scoring. However, Washington's 39-year-old journeyman quarterback Josh Johnson, starting in place of an injured Jaden Daniels, refused to follow the script. Washington clawed back into the game with a 1-yard touchdown run by Chris Rodriguez Jr. and a massive 56-yard field goal by Jake Moody as time expired in the first half gave the Commanders a 10-7 lead. Philadelphia reclaimed the momentum in the third quarter thanks to linebacker Jalix Hunt, who recovered a fumble to set up a 2-yard touchdown run by Tank Bigsby, a 39-yard field goal by Jake Elliott shortly after pushed the Eagles' lead to 17-10 heading into the final frame. Josh Johnson's heroics. The fourth quarter belonged to Washington. Aided by a series of costly defensive pass interference penalties by the Eagles' secondary, Johnson orchestrated 2 scoring drives. He first tied the game with a 2-yard strike to John Bates and then capped off a 77-yard drive with a 1-yard touchdown scramble with just 2:32 remaining. McKee had one final chance to force overtime, but the drive stalled at the Washington 31-yard line. Under heavy pressure, McKee was sacked on the final possession, and his subsequent fourth-down pass fell incomplete, sealing the Philadelphia loss. Milestones and silver linings. The afternoon wasn't entirely without highlights for the home crowd. Wide receiver Devonta Smith was one of the few starters to suit up, needing 44 yards to reach the 1,000-yard mark for the third consecutive season. He wasted no time, hauling in 3 catches for 52 yards in the first quarter alone before being pulled for safety. Rookie linebacker Jalix Hunt also continued his emergence, recording both a diving interception and a fumble recovery to keep the Eagles in the hunt for most of the afternoon. The road ahead. The loss, combined with the Detroit Lions' victory over the Chicago Bears, officially ends Philadelphia's hopes for the number 2 seed. They will now host the number 6 seed San Francisco 49ers next Sunday at 4:30 p.m. "I knew this was an outcome," Sirianni said of the loss. "One thing I could guarantee was giving them rest. Being healthy and going into the playoffs healthy is a big deal for us. Whether that rest translates into a deep playoff run remains to be seen, but for one Sunday in Philadelphia, it was the Commanders who walked off the field with the final word.